Hey, first of all, man, let's talk about you signing with Golden Boy. Big signing. I know we spoke the last time. You were excited about your fight, but now there's more to be excited about, obviously, right?
Yes, sir. Big time.
So, give me more about that signing with Golden Boy. When did it come about, and basically, what were why Golden Boy?
We were in talks for a little while, a couple months and whatnot, and they heard about me and my fights and whatnot, and things got rolling. White Golden Boy, they just had the right path for me to make the biggest fights. I think that's what we both kind of agree on. We want to make boxing exciting, we want to make the best fights. That's what I'm about. That's what Golden Boy's about. 154 is coming the hottest division in boxing. Some of the best fights to be made, and I think it's ripe for me, particularly for my fight style, for my fan base, for me in general. So I think it's right for me, and I think there's a lot of great fighters in here, a lot of respectable fighters, a lot of guys who want to leave it all on line. I think that makes for amazing boxing. So that's why Golden Boy. Other promotions were interested, but I thought Golden was the right choice here in LA, California, and just yeah, I think that's the right choice. A lot of people call me. Sometimes a lot of people call me the El Blanco Mexicano. So, I'll fit right in with the Mexican fans when they start seeing me beating their favorite Mexicans. So
Where did you get that nickname? Where did you first start hearing it?
I'll start hearing it here in sparring sessions when people see me start, beating guys
At
up,
the
I
gym?
guess, Mexican style. But I call it American boxing because, a part of American boxing is Mexican boxing in a way, because American boxing to me is similar to that in a way where you got to leave it online, you got to press, you got to fight fire with fire, but also I have skill sets to diffuse and box and do other things that's not technically part of Mexican boxing. So I have that too. But a lot of people sometimes in sparring session, I just have my way and I walk guys down, I beat the living crap out of them. So people see that and then associate that with Mexican boxing. So, but I take that as a compliment. I love Mexican boxing. I love Mexican boxing. My original coach from Hawaii is from Orange County, California. So that's how I guess that makes a little sense why I fight like that. But it's also just me. I'm just always been an aggressive individual, looking to take your head off. So it goes right together. Yeah.
Explain to the fans, who is Jordan Panthen?
Jordan Panthen is a one of a kind individual, one of a kind boxer. There's not another person like me in boxing. One, because there's not another. How many white guys are in boxing like me? So that's for one. Another one. My skill set is very substantial. So I mean, I think I'm a special gem inside this boxing game. And before it's all said and done, I'm gonna do my own way to add niches to this game, to change this game. I love this country. I love America. I travel a lot. I have a lot of experience. I live in many different places across America. I travel outside of America, so I learned a lot from worldly experience, from living different parts of this country, experience around different cultures, and I grew a lot. And that's how I come to love this country, along with my dad serving in the United States Navy for 40 years. But I've always been a red, white, and blue since I've been a kid. Maybe that's been a part of it. Maybe traveling. I think traveling, living in East Coast, Midwest, West Coast, Pacific Islands. Lived in every region of the United States. I've learned and grew as I lived and been around many quite a different type of people, and that's why I grew to love this country and whatnot. And I'm just all action. I'm fireworks. I'm all action. Like a gunfight scene in the movie. That's me. That's me when I fight, and I'm very good at it. So I look forward to putting people's faces on the mats. Looking for blood, lots of it, pain, lots of pain, and yeah, that's all I'm about.
What was your amateur experience like? You mentioned that you moved around from city to city,
Yeah.
state to state. What was that like?
So also, I'm not. I'm one of a kind, dude. People don't understand. My story is not as big as it should be. Think of another fighter who started boxing at 15 and a half, okay, who had 20 amateur fights, which is nothing. Didn't win the U.S. national championships for national gold at the time. Won some national tournaments, but they weren't the big ones. Because people say, see those kids out there, I'm a 22-time national champion, but I'm 16 years old. How the fuck does that work? I don't even know. The real things you win are the USA national championships and the national golden gloves. Everything else doesn't really fucking matter. That's the truth. All those other national tournaments, they're cool, but they're not the big ones. Not where all the best fighters are. They're not with the substantial. So those are the two things every year that actually mean something if you win. You win in Desert Showdown ringside, like who knows? For all we know, nobody showed up to that tournament, and you fought against one. Maybe you fought one time against some kid from a local place. You know what I mean? That happens. So, anyways, so I had 20 amateur fights. Won some things. I think I was 13-7. 13-7. Okay. I moved to Alexandria, Virginia, and trained with Coach K. Cormier, but I stopped boxing. Not because I wasn't good enough. I was training with Shakur and Troy Eyes at the time, but I wanted to do other things. I want to be a cowboy, and I moved around, training horses, doing rodeo in Colorado and Arizona, all over the Midwest for about a year and a half, 2 years. That took its course. Came back to Virginia. I wanted to join the military. But during that time of going through the medical process, I got a job, girlfriend, dog, apartment, making more money than in business running gyms than I did at 20 or 21 years old. That I did like going to the military when they called. So I said, no, didn't go to college. They're like, no, I'm not going to military. This is more fun. And yeah, that took its course. Long story short, last fight was end of September 2014. My next amateur fight was September of 2020 down at Sugarburt and Miami, Florida, in September 2020. So I came back to boxing in June of 2020 and moved back to Hawaii with my original coach from Virginia. Go back to where it started. That's what I needed to do during COVID, of all things. Haven't fought in 6 years. I haven't even sparred or whatnot. I was overweight. It was 220 pounds or whatnot. And I lost all that weight. Came down, didn't lose another single amateur fight. I had about 3 fights before the national championships in April of 21. All 3 of the fights ended in the first round, so I didn't even get a full fight experience after 6 years. I knocked them all out in the first round. So going to national championships, I have a full fight experience for 6 years. Won the national championship, steamrolled everybody, beat the shit out of everybody, stopped 3 out of the 5 guys. Dominated the whole thing, won the whole thing. That was my first thing. Because if I didn't win national championships, man, I would have hung up the gloves right there. I need to go back. I need to do something. I need to win that right there. But I never won before. I went to the youth national championships twice, lost both in the first round. So dominated. Followed it up doing the double. I dominated the national golden gloves that August 21. Dominated that. Stopped 2 out of the 5 guys. I'm sorry, 2 out of the 4 guys because I had to buy the first round. Dominated that. Went to the Worlds. I won the national champion, national gold gloves in the same year. The double. Not a lot of people complete that. I went to the Worlds for Team USA that October, November time in 21. I was gonna win that. I had a head clash in the first round, the first 20 seconds. So like 4 punches were thrown. So and I got the worst of it. So the fight was called. I was done for the tournament. So I was a downgrade. And then I moved to California in February. Started my pro career here. I had a rough start here, and now we got the ball rolling. So me, who's fought 20 times, started at 15, which is still late. Had 2 years of experience, 2.5 years of experience. Fought 20 times. Took 6 years off. Came back. Had another 13 fights. So ended my career at 33 fights and won those things and did what I did. So I mean, it's not like I boxed when I was 8, had 100 amateur fights at 10 years, took time off. I mean, so I don't think nobody's done it like me. And the loud experience I had. And when I came here, I was already good. I was already like really good. And I was trying to tell coaches, like, I actually have like 3.5 years of experience at the time, like 3.5, 4 years. I only have 30 amateur fights. I am this good, but just watch. I'm going to get better. It's inevitable. I can't be just this good. I'm good now because I'm this good with this much experience and this much boxing experience. So wait till I get more experience and people I spar watch me elevate. And that's what's happened. Since I've been here, guys who sparred me and beat me up, or got the better of me, that doesn't happen anymore. Guys who sparred me, who were competitive with me, don't belong in the ring with me anymore. Not even close, and they don't spar anymore. So you see it in the sparring session. That's where I've elevated and whatnot. So
what weight class
yeah,
are you fighting at? And What weight class are you fighting in, and what weight levels are you sparring?
I'm fighting 154. I hardly ever spar guys 154. I spar usually minimum 160. I go up 168, 175. I sparred Beck the Bully. I sparred Zerto. I sparred Gerald Washington once, but that was more of a tic-tac spar because the guy's like 6'5", 6'6", 260. I mean, so yeah, but I just sparred him. Funny thing, he told me before he goes to sparring, he's like, Jordan, don't go crazy on me. I was like, all right, bro, I'll go crazy on you. It's like I didn't want to wake him up and maybe like try to take me out, but I spar heavier than me 9 times out of 10. I do try to find guys lighter than me to spar sometimes. I just sometimes ease up on the power and throw fast because I feel like sometimes the smaller guys are harder because they're faster and whatnot. I want that look too, so I do try to find welterweights or guys my size and or just fast dudes and I'll hold up on the power and throw fat, which still really good sparring. So I do try to find lighter, but majority of them I'm sparring full on for real. When it's like a full on sparring session, I'm usually sparring heavier than me. Yeah.
When what's the plan for the Golden Boy debut?
I don't have a set date yet. But I'll have one eventually, and I'll be busy and I'll be rocking, and I'm excited when it comes. Yeah.
Let's hope it's in one of these the zone cards, hopefully.
Oh, it will. It will be one of these Stones cards. And I know when people see me fight, because I'm not fighting bums either. Like the guys I've been fighting already are like tougher opponents than guys that are 15, 18. No, I mean, look, some of the guys I'm from Team USA on top rank who have a lot more amateur experience than me, who are already like on their 13th, 15th pro fight. Man, they're fighting worse guys that already been fighting. So like by my fourth fight, when I fought Todd Manuel, who was 22 and 21 at the time. He fought Victor Ortiz. You've been around everybody. He's had 40 some amateur fights. Even that opponent, a lot of guys wouldn't have taken at my fourth fight. And again, like, it's not like I had, all the experience. I had medalists and Olympic. You know what I mean? There's a lot of other guys out there who are a lot more experienced who are babied along the way. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. I don't want to be baby. I'm here to fight. Fighting tomato cans, trash cans don't do anything for you. And sometimes people fight tomato cans and they're 15, 16 and still fighting, tomato cans. It's crazy. So when the fans see me fight and they see what I do and how I do it to quality opponents, they will leech onto me like ticks, like glue. They will leech onto me because I'll be undeniable.
So you basically you're saying you need a step up in competition. Are we looking at a potential gatekeeper for you to take on? That way you work your way into the top contenders.
Yeah, I mean, I've said yes to a handful of opponents. I really don't know. I haven't. I'm just in the gym training, but I do know that my team and them they're not looking for to make. They're looking for quality, decent opponents, guys that you know, undefeated guys who have fought somebody. So there's options out there. So I'm looking for guys with good records, and you won't. Don't be surprised if you see me step in the ring with somebody who's 14 or 14-1 or 15. Like, I'm looking the step in the ring with, guys that I'm going to be elevating. So, and that's what I've been doing. My previous fights has always been a little more, a little more, a little more. And that's what I keep doing. And I think within 5 fights, you will see me in the mix with all these top guys.
If you were your own matchmaker, if you were the matchmaker, let's say you were the matchmaker matching Jordan, what name would you think pick for him
Right now,
if
my
he's
next
ready?
fight,
Yes.
shit, I don't even know. Who am I ready for? Technically, I'm ready for everybody, but you gotta play the boxing game too. I'm not dumb. I haven't fought a 10 round fight yet. I wanted to. I wish my last fight was a 10 round fight, but it didn't matter. I knocked him out in the third round. I know for a fact my next fight will be a 10 round fight. So I gotta play a boxing game. I gotta do I even deserve to be in a ring with on the boxing mindset? Do I even deserve to be in a ring with those top guys? My next fight, even if I want to be, the fans won't. They don't know me yet, so the fans got to see me and see what I'm about, and then they'll want it. So I mean, I gotta play that game too. But I've been in the ring sparring with top dudes, so I know I'm there, and I know they know I'm there. So they feel what they feel what I know. They feel what I feel in sparring. So um, yeah, I don't want to name names or whatnot, but yeah, I'm pretty much ready for anybody. And whenever anybody I step in the ring with, no matter who they are, I'm a tough person to fight. So and that goes for the best of them out there.
What can we expect from you with this new tenure, this new venture that you're gonna have with Golden Boy Promotions? What do you plan on showing us? What do you plan on you know, making that splash?
Um, I mean, it's to be exciting. The fireworks. So I plan on showing aggressiveness, boxing skills, flashy counters, speed. I got it all. It just really depends what's in front of me, how I get the job done, how do I win, how do I get him out of there, what's the key to get him out of there. It's really not hard for me to be exciting. It's just not really hard for me to want to take someone's head off to go forward. But I'm not stupid when I go forward. I don't go forward taking punches at Rocky Balboa. I go forward with defensive skills, with prowess. Might wait around or two to figure someone out, counter them a little bit. Might set things up for a couple rounds, and then take advantage of that round four or whatnot. So I go after some of brains, and that's also exciting to another part of people. But it's impossible for me to not be exciting. It's in my blood. It's just how I feel. It's just who I always been. I can't resist it. I can't hold it back. I'm gonna come at you and come to take you out. I got a lot of firepower. The thing is, I won't get tired. If you don't get tired, that's fine. I won't get tired. So I hope you don't. I hope you come try to take my head off, because I'm gonna do the same thing to you. So, um, yeah, I'm looking to break bones, break ribs, coming at you, and I expect nothing less coming back at me.
There you have it, Jordan, the Patriot Panthen. Golden Boy Promotions is new 154-pound signee. Looking forward to your Golden Boy promotion debut, man, and a lot of action, man. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Miguel.